I'ma let the champagne bottle pop. I'ma take it to the top. Show, I'ma make it hot, baby, baby.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Blue Line Podcast. It is a bunch of friends talking hockey and nothing but hockey. And it's only just me and Joe today because our other two co-hosts, or two other cohorts, are busy having a good Memorial Day weekend with their family and their friends. So we wanted to just Joe and I wanted to do an episode by ourselves while they have some fun and
Fun,
you know
fun. They get to go on vacation, do whatever they want, enjoy it. While we sit here and right now, as we're recording this, it is May 27th, which is Game 3 of the Stars and Oilers, by the way, which is
hmm
now 2-2. Which is now 2-2, and Brian, I would like my flowers from the first episode when I said Jason Robinson needs to step it up, and he scores 2 goals within the span of 4 minutes. By the way.
yeah, he got 2 point. He
Oh,
definitely got
whoa,
two
whoa,
points out
whoa,
of it.
whoa, whoa! It's 3-2 Dallas.
Yep, it
Yo,
is 3-2
what is
Dallas.
going on? Wyatt Johnson's an animal, by the way.
He's a fucking monster. He
He
definitely is a
just
monster, man.
It's his eighth of the playoffs right there.
Holy shit.
So I am since I'm downstairs and I can't have the game on. I'm following along on the Score app while Brian has the game on his TV.
Yep.
So I might be a little bit ahead of him.
So as we're recording this right now, yes, we are currently watching we're definitely watching game three happening right now. So, we're gonna like talk through a bunch of stuff, but at the same time, we will keep you updated. But by the time that this episode comes out, the game is already over. Jesus. The game is already over, so you guys probably know the result already, but yeah. Um,
You can follow along. You can follow along with us and watch our excitement as this game goes on. By the way,
Now, let's not forget that episode one, which was last week, I had predicted Edmonton in six or Edmonton in seven. So, I mean, the next two games are literally in Edmonton. So, you
that
have,
that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything, Brian. Because look at Game 1 of the Rangers and Panthers.
yeah, look at that. Yeah. I mean, now,
So
granted, the first two games for Rangers and Panthers, it's, if you look at both teams, they both play very equal when it comes to like play style. So, I mean, it was definitely it was definitely a matchup for sure. And then once they stepped into game three there in Florida, holy shit, dude! Like,
even then, I mean, even you know what? First, before we get into this, Brian, I made a bet with Brian, Emily, and Cameron that if the Rangers won Game 3 in overtime, I was taking a shot. So let's just get this out of the way now.
and you know what? I have a half bottle of Pepsi right here, not sponsored. Um, but I will take a
We're,
swig of.
we sponsor ourselves.
Yes,
We're sponsored by the Blue Line Podcast.
yes, we are.
So
We are.
a bet is a bet. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hold down my face. Whatever, it doesn't
Mm,
matter. That way you guys
Yep.
were able to see that it was liquor
Yep.
right here.
Yep. So just really quick, before we actually start talking about like hockey and all that stuff, just some bullshit uh that actually happened. So um fucking Joe knows about it and everybody in our fucking friend group knows about it, but like as we are recording the podcast today, um let's just say like a bunch of shit happened yesterday because I was defending like a few of my friends and all that stuff on Twitter, and then it was like today in the morning I fucking woke up to just like my Twitter account being locked and all stuff, and I was like, wait, what the fuck happened? Like by the time that I went to bed to now, like what the fuck? Like till I woke up, like what the fuck is this shit? And then next thing you know, I just see the fucking notification pop up on my phone, like I go into Twitter and all that stuff. Like I'm gonna go into like our fucking group, like a group chat and all that stuff, and it was like your Twitter account is locked for fucking 12 hours and all that stuff. I'm like, huh? Fucking like, and of course it.
Did you learn your lesson that you can't fuck with Canes fans because they're a bunch of crybaby pussies? Did you learn your lesson, Brian? Because I learned that lesson a while ago. And let me tell you right now, I don't give a fuck if you're a Canes fan and you watch this. Honestly, I'll say it right now. You can go fuck yourself. Your fan base is disgusting. Your fan base is moronic. You don't know hockey. You're a bunch of idiots. And honestly, you guys are pathetic crybaby pussies who don't deserve shit. Go fuck yourself. Continue, Brian.
Are we gonna keep that in here, or are we?
No. That is staying in.
Oh, okay, okay.
This whole conversation is staying in. And you know what? I don't care. I'm calling out Canes fans. They can go fuck themselves because if you remember correctly, what happened in the first round against the Islanders? How were those Canes fans acting? I saw personally no less than 45, 50, 9/11 memes. Round two,
Oh yeah.
round two, I saw no less than 100 from all different accounts on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere, on TikTok. So do me a favor. If you're a Canes fan, I don't care if you condone it, I don't care if you support it. I don't care if you say something and block these people because guess what? You block them, they're still doing it. So you're a Canes fan, go fuck yourself. Sorry.
I needed to get that off my chest because it was just like Canes fans in general, they're just like so disrespectful, dude. And it's like, and not only that, when you're talking to a woman on Twitter as well, and you're being a sexist fuck as well, like, come on, dude, you have to be respectful to who you fucking talk to, you know? Like, I don't care. Like, look, I respect a lot of teams, okay? And I'm sorry, Vancouver fans. I I have a love
Fuck
hate
you
rela
too. Fuck you too. Fuck you too, Vancouver. You can go fuck yourselves. I was at Game Four, Preds Canucks Game Four. All the Vancouver fans, you can go fuck yourself too. You're a bunch of self-righteous little fucking cocksuckers too. You think you're the best. You never won a cup in 53 years, which is now 54 years. You act like you're hot shit. Go fuck yourself.
We're gonna have to do a lot of it. You're gonna have to do a lot of editing,
Why would I do that, Brian? I'm speaking from the heart today. This is a
man.
podcast. Look at what I'm wearing. This is a
Yeah,
podcast where we're going to really get in the depths of hockey, and I'm at the point now where I'm still getting harassed by Canucks fans a month after their series is over.
yeah,
We're coming up on almost a month.
and I'm get and it's like me and every Rangers fans are still getting like harassed by like a bunch of Canes fans and all that stuff. Like come on, dude. Like
I
you have
am
to
too as
show
an
some
Islanders fan.
you have to show some etiquette, man. Like that's not what hockey community is about. Hockey community is literally about supporting each other, you know? You can't support each other when it comes to fucking like downgrading like the other team because of some shit, like because of some dumb stupid shit, you know? Come on. Like everybody's got to grow a pair of balls and fucking learn to show some respect, okay? Please. That's all
You know
we're
what?
asking.
You know what, Brian? I'm going to take a shot for you on that one because you know what? That's some real shit. And in all honesty, Um, I'm still getting shit from Canes fans too. So the only reason why I'm a Predators fan is because I now live in Nashville. I lived in New York my whole life. Um, Fan base is fantastic. But I mean, I'm still getting shit from Canucks fans. I'm still getting shit from Canes fans when both of those teams were knocked out in the fucking first round by the Canucks and the Canes. So I'm at the point now where it's just like, you know what? I really don't care how their fan base reacts to what I have to say because it's been pretty much a month, Brian, right? Since round one ended.
Yeah, pretty much.
They still can't keep their mouth shut. So I'm at the point now where I'll say what I have to say. You can go fuck yourself, Canes fans and Canucks fans. You're the only two fan bases in the league that I do not respect. I respect Rangers fans more than I respect both of you, and that's coming from an Islanders fan. So that's a problem. That's a major problem, especially with how much Islanders and Rangers fans hate each other.
Yeah, but even then, man, like, and you know what? And it was also the funniest thing ever because like I had a fucking interaction with like an Islanders fan, what is it about like a few days ago and all that stuff when I was at work, right? And and what is it like him and I we were just talking and all that stuff and we were just and he was like, oh, like you're a Rangers fan and all that, and I just said, yeah, I'm a diehard Rangers fan, and he was like, well, I hate to break it to you, but I'm a diehard Islanders fan, and I just said, you know, I respect it, and then he just goes, the one thing that I will take from everything is that you beat the piss out of Carolina, so like you guys won that series, and I'm happy about it. Am I rooting for you guys to win the Stanley Cup? Uh and he literally tells me this verbatim, Joe, and I shit you not. He goes, "Am I rooting for the Rangers to win the Stanley Cup?" Yes and no, because I want to see a very even series with Florida and the Rangers. That's all I want to see. And depending on who wins from that series is going to win the cup. And I just said that's a very respectable answer, very respectable answer. I mean, and I think that's a good way to go into the very first conversation, which is Florida Panthers versus New York Rangers series so far. So far, game one, game
Game
two,
well,
and game
well, let's
three.
preface this. Game three ended just a little over 24 hours ago, so it's still
Yes, it
kind of
did.
fresh in the minds of both of us.
Yes, it is. Now, now I will say this: game one in particular, right? We're gonna just start off in order. Game one in particular was not the best game for the New York Rangers at all. They played very they didn't play well defensively. They gave up the puck a lot. They gave up a lot of goal. They gave up like way too many shots on goal. And it was just they were all over the place. And it was just also the fact of like, you know, not only did you make a lot of mistakes, but there was a lot of frustration in there as well because I mean, now granted, Rangers did have time to rest and all that stuff during the off time before the Panthers and Bruins series had finished. I mean,
It was
but
only one extra. It was only one extra day.
I know, but still, like you had time to you had time to breathe, you had time to train, you had all of this time to prepare, like mentally and physically prepare yourself to at least like get yourself like rolling like hot off the win against Carolina, but game one just didn't seem to go that way. Now, game two, when it came around, game two was a little bit more electrifying because they saw where they messed up on. They saw where they fucked up on a lot in game one. They needed to bounce back game two. I mean, now granted, both game one and game two both finished, what is it, 2-1 by each team,
Game
or
three, game three was 3-0 Florida.
game three?
Sorry, game one. Game one was 3-0 Florida.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So game one was 3-0. So they shut them out. Game two, it was 2-1 Rangers. Now, when we talk now, they did focus up a lot more game two, right? They focused up a lot more. They made the adjustments that they needed to make, and they played better hockey that entire game, but there was a lot of inconsistencies around everywhere, no matter what. There were still inconsistencies. I mean, now, like Igor was definitely locked in game two than he was game one. He definitely was. Now, had everything changed, game one series would have been 2-0 like Rangers. It would have been 2-0 Rangers, but I mean, they just couldn't capitalize they couldn't capitalize the first two periods in general. Third period, they had what is it, three or four chances at the goal to make a goal, but I mean, you can't you can't count out like Bobrovsky. I mean, Bobrovsky fucking like blocked the shit out of those goals. Like there was nothing, like there was no tomorrow. I mean, but
That's what
game
Brian.
two,
That's why Bob's a Vezina finalist.
yeah, he is. He is. No, game two, you could definitely tell there was definitely a shift there for the Rangers where they were a little bit more locked in. They were a little bit more on like focus mode. They ended up getting the win in overtime by fucking Barclay Goodrow, and honestly, for everyone who loves to hate Barclay Goodrow, I mean, dude, the guy the guy was, I wouldn't say non-existent. I don't know if that's the right term for it, but
He has
like,
5 of your 15 goals, by the way.
meh. I mean, he is he's a player that honestly I think he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but there have been moments where he has been a little bit like where he has been wonky, you know? And I think that's where the shift needed to happen. And that shift did happen good during game two when he made that final goal like to win in overtime. Game three yesterday, which was the 26th. So by the time that this comes out, it's gonna be game four. Um, game three, dude. I let's just talk like about that game. Like I want to get your opinion first before I throw mine out.
Game 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to say one statement and one statement only. Oh, 2 statements. First of all, you guys need to work on your power play. That's number one.
I knew
Number
you were
two,
gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
you're 0 for 13 in the series. You're 0 for 11 or 0 for 13 in the series. Number two, you guys are lucky this series isn't 3-0 because it could easily be 3-0 Florida right now. Easily.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Because Florida, yes, they lost games 2 and 3, whatever. I still think it's going 7. There's no way this series ends in 5. It's going to go 6 or 7. I'm leaning more towards 7, but I think Florida has another gear they can kick it into because they're playing very sloppy. They're playing very sloppy. Um, but if they could just kick it into another gear, if you give me how they played against Carolina in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, then it's going to be major trouble for the Rangers. And they still haven't hit that gear yet, Brian. Florida still hasn't hit that gear of how they played in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Yeah. I mean,
They're, they're coasting. They're just coasting, and they still took a game and have hung in there with you guys for all three. Really, they've hung in there through games 2 and 3 also.
yeah. I mean, but when you look at the landscape of things, like from game three itself, right? Like the when the first period had finished, it was tied up. It was tied up two apiece. Then it was the second. It was the second period, or was it the third period? I'm trying to remember
When
that.
Florida scored,
No, the Rangers had put up four goal. They put up like another two more goals.
so it was two
That was the
two after
second.
one. It was
Hmm.
2-2 after one, 4-2 after two, and then 4-4
There you
going
go.
into.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. So the second period, they did pick up a lot of momentum. They did make a lot of adjustments there. They made a lot of shifts when it comes to like controlling the puck. They came, a lot of adjustments as well when it came to shooting the puck as well. So they made those adjustments that they needed. Then the third period rolled around and they were just like sloppy all over the place. It was just they just they just didn't. They turned off the gas, is what they did in the third period. They definitely turned off the gas, and then that's when Florida just said, "We have this reserve fuel. Let's use it to our advantage. Tie up the game, and hopefully, if we can score like a final point and all that stuff, like a final goal, we can win the game." Game goes into overtime, and then next thing you know, I mean, it was a shot from Goodrow, bounced off of Lindbergh, like bounced off of like Lindbergh's like stick, went into the goal, 2-1, 2-1 Rangers. I mean,
So I don't think that you guys took your foot off the gas. I think you guys were just gassed in that third period.
no, they were gassed in general. Like
Because
they just
Florida had 108 shot attempts. I think I saw something like 38 of them went wide. Like almost 30 of them were blocked. They were gassed going into that third period. They were gassed. You guys are lucky that you came out of that game. Florida had a lot of momentum in that second half of that third period.
yeah. I mean, I think that's what I mean. I think, and you can correct me.
Brian, pause. Sorry. Adam Henry, 3-3.
Edmonton just scored right now. Yep.
Yep, 3-3.
Yep.
With 52 left in the second.
Holy shit,
Bro,
bro.
this is a back and forth game. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, like I think I think at this point, like the best way to describe the Rangers in the first two series was they got lucky. They got luck.
First two series?
Yeah, first two
Games.
play like first two games against Washington and then against
Oh no!
Carolina.
What do you mean? What do you mean lucky? Yeah, it doesn't take much to sweep Washington.
Well,
Carolina,
okay,
honestly, yeah,
o-
they were cup favorites. They were cup favorites, Brian. Whatever. They fucking suck. And guess what? I said it last episode. I'll say it again. If the Islanders were normal and not a bunch of idiots, the Islanders beat themselves that series.
but
Carolina didn't win anything.
but here's
So
but here's but here's where I said luck, right? Was that the series against Washington, they did play good hockey. They also did fuck up a lot. So it was a lot of misbalancing like parts of it, of like their play style that was just like way off, and they were lucky that they swept Carolina.
didn't sweep
No,
Carolina.
not or against Washington. They got lucky that they swept. Now when they played against Carolina,
That was
Carolina played
domination. That
a
was domination. The Rangers dominated them. Dominated them.
okay, dominated them in the first three games. Yes, but then look at what happened. Fucking game four and game five. They just played
They got
fucking.
complacent. They got complacent because you know what? Carolina was cup favorites, whatever, but they're not that good. They're not that good.
I mean, cup favorites are not. I mean, it was just a lot more of like dirty. Like Carolina played very fucking dirty. And that's the thing, and that's what, and I think
And
that's what fucking like
Brian, all Carolina does is fucking flop.
no shit. And what is it? Fucking. But the other big difference about that series against Carolina, right, was that the Rangers penalty killing throughout that entire series against Carolina was fucking picture perfect New York Rangers hockey. It was picture fucking perfect. The fucking penalty killing was just like fucking bravo. Beautiful. Chef's kiss, Fucking like throw in like the fucking like Italian shit if you have to. You know, but but at the same time, you have dirty ass players on that fucking team that honestly, I won't be
Tony
surprised.
DeAngelo. Tony DeAngelo.
And fucking like Shevastikov, whatever the fuck his name is, fucking guy. Fucking piece of shit.
I'm gonna Brian. Before I have to
I
edit anything out, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But I think you know where I'm going with that one.
I know. Uh, but honestly, when you look at this series between the Rangers and the Panthers, they're very equal when it comes to like play style. Very equal. I mean, Florida with a lot more, has a lot of poise. They have a lot of cool. They have, they play a lot calm. They play very collective. They play not really too passive hockey, but they know like where they always I'm getting my fucking words like all over the place.
They're a very fast team who relies on turnovers in the neutral zone.
That's there you go. You stole the words right out of my mouth. Thank you for that.
You're
They
welcome.
they
This is
always
why it's us too.
yeah. They always take advantage of the turnovers, get the puck, shoot it, and that's how they create goals. That's what that's what that's what both teams do very well. It's a very and I will always say this, no matter what, very evenly matched. But then I mean, like you look at the series with fucking Carolina. Was it matched? Was it like a matchup in heaven? A little bit, but it was a little bit more on the edge of like the Rangers. I
A
mean,
little bit. I had the Rangers winning that series in 5 games.
against Carolina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Carolina. Like I said, Carolina. Yeah, they beat the Islanders, but at the end of the day, Islanders beat themselves that series. Carolina really did not play good hockey at all through those 11 games of the playoffs. I had them. I really had them winning in 5. I had the Rangers winning in 5. I didn't see any world where Carolina even had a chance to beat the Rangers.
yeah. I mean, but honestly, when we look at everything now between Florida and the Rangers, I mean, I'm still sticking with my gut, saying Rangers in 6 or 7. If it does go to 7 games, then I won't be mad at it. But if if let's just say hypothetically the Rangers do win Game 4 in Florida, it's gonna be they're
Series
gonna
is
be
over. Series is
series
over.
is over. Yeah, series is over. But I did also talk to a bunch of Rangers fans as well, and they all agreed like if the Rangers win, they win and all stuff Game 4, it's done. But at the same time, they need to at least win one of the 2 games they're in Florida for the series to continue. But if I'm Florida right now, I'm literally watching tape of where they fucked up on a lot in the first 2 periods, and where they need to like get everything going, and just so that way they can come out swinging like there's no tomorrow. And I think
So if
that's
I'm
also what Laviolette is going to do as well. So,
so Brian, if I'm Florida, what I do here is focus on the power play. You went 2 for 6,
hmm
Florida. You went 2 for 6. We had so many opportunities to really bury that game home early on, but you didn't do it. You got complacent at a 2-2 game. You shot yourself in the foot when you were down 4-2. Then it gets to the third period, and yeah, you show life, and then you come out flat in overtime. You just cannot. You can't be complacent in a tie game. You can't be complacent in overtime. You're not the Islanders. This isn't the regular season. You're not getting loser points, Florida. Let's go. Like it's not how the playoffs work. You made it to the Stanley Cup Finals last year. Granted, you played Carolina and the ECF, but I still think Florida has a chance to push this to 7. They really like they're hanging in there with you guys through games 2 and 3. They really are. So
yeah,
it's not like it's an utter. It's not like it's oh my God, the Rangers are up 2-1. They're blowing Florida out of the water here. No, Florida's just being very complacent and still hanging in there. So if they can turn it up to that next level, it's going to be really, really dangerous. Because if this is the best Rangers hockey that we're going to see this series, I don't. It's going to be a really bad outcome for them. Really bad.
Yeah, I mean, I just want the Rangers to just continue riding on this momentum that they have going on. Because if they continue riding this momentum and they just keep, they just keep like they keep pushing for the wins, then I know for a fact that it will end in five. But if somehow the Panthers do win, like they do win game four, then we have a very evenly matched series for sure. I just don't want the Rangers to just, you know, I want them to to start working on the on like the crisp passes, like the like smooth passing. Because every time that they pass, they pass the puck, they end up turning it over like there's no tomorrow, and they just get, they go into like panic mode, and they're just like, oh,
And that's where Florida's capitalizing.
and that's where Florida capitalizes. I mean, if Florida does the same thing, right? They make turnovers, then that's where the Rangers need to capitalize on.
Yeah, but what you're not realizing is that even with Florida making turnovers, sorry, I was putting my phone back up because I think intermission's almost over for this game.
Mhm.
Um, even with Florida really giving up bad turnovers, they're getting right back into play like that.
Mhm.
They're a very fast team. So, I mean, they can recover very quickly no matter what fuck up it is on their end.
And have you
So,
have you noticed how much like zone control they have when they have the puck? Like,
and not even that. Look at offensive time. Look at the offensive time numbers.
mhm.
I think they're up by almost 10 minutes every game.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where the Rangers need to do as well. They need to like control the offensive zone. They just lose control all the time, and they're allowing like Florida to have control and just set up for picture perfect shots right at the goal. They need to start creating, they need to start being a little bit more aggressive. Start, I mean, not trying to fucking like poke check everyone, like trying to poke the fucking puck out, but at least show some like urgency. Show some like fucking like some sense of like, hey, we're the fucking New York Rangers. We should start playing New York Rangers hockey, not playing pussy hockey. That's what they're fucking. That's what it is. I mean, if you're gonna play pussy hockey, go to a fucking like park or some shit with a little fucking ball in your hand, like a little toy stick and all shit, and just start playing fucking hockey like that. Play street
Throw
hockey.
rollerblades. Go throw rollerblades on instead of ice skates.
Exactly. Go with fucking rollerblades if anything. You want to play real hockey? Fucking be a man. And if you see a fucking Panthers fan with a puck and all shit, don't be afraid to smack the piss out of them and just be like, "Hey, get the fuck out of my way. I'm gonna take this shit from you, you fuck." God. And
Don't
boy,
we
do
talk
I have
about?
a lot of shit about. Do I have a lot of shit to say about a few players on that team? But that's a different one, which I need.
Let's wait.
I need my little sister. I need my little sister
Yeah.
Cameron for that.
Well, not only just that. Let's wait for Emily to get on for that one too,
Oh, dude. Oh,
because I
dude.
know she's got a lot to say.
Oh, dude. Once we have both of them on at the same time, and we have a whole fucking episode about the Rangers. Holy shit! It's going to be
Yeah,
a shit show.
I won't be here for that one. Thank you.
No, 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 no. You ain't going nowhere, bud. You ain't
I'll
going
schedule.
nowhere, bud.
I'll schedule a vacation for that one.
No, 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 no. You're gonna sit over here in Discord with your camera on and sit in the fucking timeout corner until we fucking tell you to speak and get your unbiased opinion about it. Okay?
Oh wow, okay, I see what it is. Why don't we talk about games 1 and 2 of this Dallas Edmonton series? I personally didn't watch game 2. I needed a break from hockey
Ah.
for a day. I needed a break from it. Did you watch it, Ryan?
Saturday I was tired as fuck from work. I literally had worked a fucking not even a fucking 10-hour shift. I worked a fucking 11-hour shift on Saturday.
So
Motherfucker.
we'll kind of glance over this a little bit, but game 1 was Edmonton. Let me pull up game 1. Let's see.
Yeah.
Game 1 was the overtime winner, the overtime winner, double overtime winner was that oh, it was Connor McDavid, that's
It
right.
was yeah. It was Connor McDavid.
McDavid in double overtime.
Hmm.
Um, I don't
Game
really remember
two.
much of that game. That was a long game, a really long game for some reason.
Oh my
And I feel
God,
like
game
I
one.
feel like it started really late too, right?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. And even like when the game finished, like I just said, "Fuck this! I'm going to sleep."
Yeah, I don't
And
really remember much, but it looks like it was a pretty even game. 38-33 on shots for Edmonton, 44 for 35 on faceoffs from Dallas. I mean, Dallas went 0 for 5 on the power play, which is really, really bad. Hits for 34-30 in favor of Edmonton. So I mean,
I'm
it
listening.
was a pretty even game in all honesty.
It definitely was. It definitely was even from what I got to see like bits and pieces of it. Like I did get to see like highlights of it and all that stuff. Like
I watched
I
the whole
mean,
game and I don't remember any of it.
because you were drinking like there was no tomorrow on
No.
Saturday.
Oh yeah. Well, I was also. Oh, that's right. That was the night that we were all playing Among Us with me, you, Cameron, Jason, and Whit.
Game two?
Game 1.
Oh, that's right.
That's
That's
why. Yeah,
right.
that was the night that we were up until like fucking 4 o'clock in the morning playing Among Us.
Which by the way, if if we ever play with any of our fans and all the stuff for Among Us, don't trust this fucking guy here as imposter. Don't trust Cameron as imposter. Don't trust
And
Emily as imposter. Don't trust me as a fucking imposter. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. Cause holy shit, the amount of times that you and like when you and Cameron fucking teamed up
what
with the
about
like when you guys were imposter
what
doing all this shit, like you literally killed me first and then just fucking and it was like okay and then fucking Cameron like killed Emily and all this stuff. And
what
it
about
was
when it
like
was
okay.
what about when it was you and Cameron and I got killed first and
Oh
somebody
yeah,
was
that was revenge.
what about when somebody said that they were complacent with their only kill for the round because it was me?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
throwing shade on that one, and I know she's listening.
I know both of them. I know both of them for sure are gonna be fucking listening. But then again, don't trust me. Don't trust this guy. Don't trust Cameron or Emily as imposter. That's all I'm gonna say. But when when what is it? When it was me and Cameron as imposter and all stuff that game, I was literally like I muted myself and I was just like, oh, the dream, the dream. It's the fucking dream team right here.
What
It was
about when me and Emily were a team and we killed you and Cameron first?
yeah, kill off your fucking co-hosts for kill off like
Yeah.
your fucking partners first, like your co-host partners first, and then blame
Oh,
everybody
that's
else.
retaliation because you and Cameron went after me and Whit first.
Yeah, that is right. That is right. Yeah,
So
and then
guess
we
what?
sa-
You
and
want
then we saved Emily for last.
no? You saved Vin for last.
Oh, Vin, that's right. Yeah, that's right. We saved Vin for last. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah. So
'Cause-
so we really haven't been paying too much attention to this Dallas and Edmonton series because of the fact that we've been playing Among Us every night.
which you know what? To be honest, we always have a fun time fucking playing Among Us because Among Us will definitely challenge your friendship like there's no tomorrow.
By the way, I'm calling somebody out right now, and if I ever see that person throw fucking popcorners in the garbage tier again, I'm throwing hands.
What the fucking now? Wait, what about? Oh.
The tier list. If I ever see somebody throw popcorners and garbage on the tier list, I'm throwing hands with you. Not fucking around.
Okay.
Same thing with the honey barbecue twist Fritos. If those are in the garbage tier, we're throwing hands too.
Okay. Popcorners. Okay. Okay. We're gonna have this debate. We're gonna have this debate right now.
You know what?
Pop-
Forget the fucking Edmonton series because you know what? It's irrelevant. We're into the third period in Game 3. It's 1-1. Who cares? Jason Robinson has had his redemption game right here. So yeah, we just went through the whole series. We really haven't been paying attention too much to it. So Brian, what about popcorners, buddy? Huh? What shit do you have to say? Because I will fly back to New York and beat the fuck out of you for talking shit about popcorners.
So it's the funniest shit ever, right? Because at my work we have like we have like the we have like vending machines and all that stuff, and we always have fucking popcorners. So we always have like the white cheddar one. We always have the regular one as well. And
White cheddar and kettle and the kettle ones are top tier.
white cheddar top is definitely top tier. The regular one, pretty meh. It's meh. It's meh.
The red bag is top tier.
Let us know in the comment section down below what you guys think about fucking popcorners.
I'm ready to argue this one. Are you team nacho cheese or team Cool Ranch?
Oh, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me, dude?
Listen, we had this argument after we recorded the first episode. So you know what? Why not?
Okay, you know what?
Hold on for some backstory for everybody listening. We were up until 3 o'clock in the morning, me, Brian, and Cameron doing tier lists on candy and chips until 3 o'clock. And that caused some major arguments.
Okay. But then here's where the compromise happened, right? Was that when we did the candy tier list, we had to fucking put like peanut M&Ms in what was it, A tier, in like bottom of A tier.
That should be S tier. Get the fuck out of here. That's S tier. Me and you both agree on it, but then at the same time too, you motherfucker, you put candy corn in S tier. You put candy corn in S tier.
Which, okay, yes, it is. It belongs in S tier.
No.
Yes.
You're an Islanders fan now? Did we just score a goal?
You know that you guys stole that from fucking Daniel Bryan from WWE.
Oh well, that sucks. Guess what? It's ours now, by the way. But also, candy corn is
you guys have to pay him like millions of fucking dollars because you guys stole the fucking yes.
That's fine. And there's teams that have to pay college teams. There's teams that have to pay college teams millions of dollars for the 12th man, aka the Seattle Seahawks, with Texas A&M.
Motherfuckers.
But eating candy corn is eating fucking packing peanuts. I don't want to hear shit.
I know Cameron's gonna listen to this and she's gonna be like, wait a minute, hold the fuck on.
She can't talk because she put fucking Cool Ranch Doritos above nacho cheese.
Okay.
And then she wanted to put peanut M&Ms in the garbage.
As I'm like literally just fucking putting peanut M&Ms like in a little fucking.
I don't want to hear it. She tried putting peanut M&Ms in the garbage.
Okay.
You know in the garbage. Maybe we should have a podcast episode where we do like a couple tier lists and upload it. I think that'd be fun, so people can see the arguments that we do with that.
Oh my god! If we fucking do that, the shit show that would happen would just be fucking amazing. Or better yet, instead of like actually recording it, we could just fucking live stream it on YouTube. Better.
If that's what you guys want, let us know.
Exactly. If you guys want to see us do like a fucking tier list live, like do a podcast recording live, and also stream it on YouTube, please let us know what you get. Let us know, because doing a fucking tier list
that's something that we need all four of us for.
Oh my god, Emily would just fucking lose her mind. I
I'm
swear
still, I'm
she
still, hung up,
she
I'm
would
still,
definitely lose her mind.
I'm still hung up on the fact that somebody tried putting peanut M&Ms in the fucking garbage. The best M&M. Trying to tell me, well, what was it? That the pretzel M&Ms were better than peanut M&Ms,
Okay,
and then you try to
pretzel.
tell me that then she tried telling me that the brownie M&Ms aren't even close to pretzel M&Ms. Are you kidding me?
Okay, I to be honest, I've never tried the brownie M&Ms, so I
And
can't give a
and
comment about it.
and Brian, the peanut butter M&Ms are also top tier, by the way.
I don't think I've
I pull.
had the. I don't think I've tried
I'll
the.
show you. I'll show you a picture, so
I
you can
know.
see if you can.
I know what it looks like because I know they have it at fucking Stop and Shop like by my house. But I have never actually bought it and actually tried it. That's the thing.
They're top tier. They're top tier.
Yeah, I know. I know that. I know what it looks like, but I just never tried it. That's the thing. Like,
They they are top tier. I don't care what anybody says. Anything with peanuts and peanut butter is top tier.
hmm. Now, you know what we should do? You know what we should do? I don't know how much of like a big horror movie guy you are, but we
Love
should do.
horror movies. I love horror movies, but I sit there and laugh the whole time because they're not even scary.
You know what we should do? We should do a fucking. No, you know what? Better yet, we should do a tier list of
Of
fucking.
childhood cartoons.
Huh?
Childhood cartoons.
Oh, oh boy. Oh boy.
Rocket Power goes right to S tier.
Okay, Rocket Power, yes, because that's something that we fucking grew up on, okay? Rocket Power, yes,
Rugrats. Rugrats.
definitely. S tier.
All grown up.
S tier.
Hmm.
You know what? I will let you, and you know what? I'm gonna throw this one out, and I want your opinion on it. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
You know what, Brian? Let me see if I can pull this up right now. Hold on.
Oh my fucking god.
Let's see if I
The
can pull
Gr
it up right now.
The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is fucking S tier. I don't care what anyone says. It is literally an S tier fucking show.
Oh wow. Okay, Brian. I was gonna say we could do one right now, but this has like 150 shows on it.
Oh, we should definitely. You know what? We should do a fucking live stream. We should just do a live stream for fun.
You're
We
free
should,
this week, right?
dude. I'm on vacation this week. Yes, I am. So,
Why don't you know what? So this comes out Tuesday, right? So tomorrow.
hmm
Um, why don't we shoot for Wednesday night?
I'm down. I'm fucking down.
While we're here, you know what? I'm gonna go on my phone. Watch this. Get ready to check your phone, Brian.
Oh my god. This ought to be so fucking fun. Um,
And there it is.
in our stream group chat. Yep. Streaming Wednesday night on the podcast account, doing a tier list. Yep.
But you know what? We just planned it live. We're doing it.
hmm we're
Uh,
recording we record the podcast live. Well no, we can actually save the stream and all stuff like and use that, and that's literally the fucking podcast as well, right there.
we'll do a special edition for a second episode for Wednesday.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
So we'll kind of, yeah, we'll do that. But
hmm
yeah, well, let's get back into hockey. Brian, do you have Cap Friendly pulled up?
yes I do. Let me
Keep them
actually
entertained. I will be right back. Keep them entertained because it's staying.
forget fucking fucking Cameron in our group chat and all stuff like um while I do get it pulled up like Cameron in our group chat and all stuff. Like we have a group chat for like the podcast and all stuff, and and once Joe texted that in the group chat and all stuff, it was like Cameron just goes, thank you for picking a night I can do it. So there you go. And
All right.
I love how you're wearing a hoodie. How yeah, you're wearing the hoodie on, and then and then you have like your Islanders jersey on top. I love it.
Yeah, why not? So, Brian, oh, 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 she can do it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Wednesday, perfect,
All right.
perfect.
So
So,
you have Cap Friendly pulled up. Did you see the trade that went down the other day?
um,
We're gonna
remind me what the trade was.
we're gonna segue into the Islanders offseason moves right now. Let me pull it up so I get everything 100% correct. But I'm pretty sure it was these idiots because this was a fantastic move. Um, the Islanders traded pick 18 and 50, and they got 20, 54, and 61 in return. So they traded their first and second round pick for a first, a second, and a second in return.
Mm.
What's your take on that? To move back 6 spots combined and picking up an extra pick,
So for them to pick up an extra pick,
second
I
round pick at that.
okay, for a second round pick. I do like that, and I do like the fact that it will give the Islanders a lot of free space to to fill in the gaps that they need to for the team. Um, now you Joe, as a lifelong Islanders fan, like you know damn well
Except
that there's
except for when they moved to Brooklyn because that was a shit show of a move. By the way, continue.
Jesus Christ, don't get me started about that shit. Um, but no, you know damn well that there have been a lot of holes that they need to fill in for that team. Like they need to fill in like so many gaps and all that shit. They haven't really had a consistent team year after year. They just
No,
needed.
we've been a consistent playoff team, but do me a favor, scroll down on that page a little bit, Brian. Pull up the roster. So I have it pulled up on my end too. You ready for this one? While you count the amount of people who are leaving this year in free agency with unrestricted and restricted free agents, I'll tell you right now that their cap space is only 6.2 million.
Hmm.
Count the number of people that are leaving this year that are free agents.
So what is it? That's one. So hold up. Oh, we're going by this by 20
And
by 24, 25. Okay.
yeah,
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 13. 13 people is unrestricted free agents.
yeah,
Damn.
13 people coming off the books with 6.2 million in cap space.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as an outsider's point of view, I'm gonna let you go first. You see everything in front of you, cap numbers, everything. What needs to be done for this team in this offseason? Because there's right
Um,
now there's speculation that Mitch Marner goes to the island, and I'm ready to fucking kill myself.
I I gotta choose my words carefully here.
Say what you got to say. It don't matter.
The Islanders have. I did mention that they did have like a lot of gaps and all stuff they needed to fill in. They did fill in enough of it to uh for what they needed to do and all stuff, right? But having said that, they I think with everyone like being like restricted free agents and uh I think this definitely just seeing like how many players are there, right? I think that will, depending on if Ward like stays as coach, and it's a big if he does, right?
No, he's locked in. He's locked in.
Okay. Then
We don't know how long he's locked in for, but we know he's locked in as coach because Lou said in the press conference, end of season press conference, that him and Wah are working together on the roster this offseason.
okay. So he's gonna probably bring in like his own coaching staff, which we know for a fact is gonna definitely happen for sure. Now
And it'll
the
be a
real
fantastic what we have right now.
now what what really does what really does get me is, I mean, yes, there are players who are on the older side of it, right? But at the same time, it's like they need to, well, I mean, what is it? You have Matthew Barzell, you have Horvat, you have Anders Lee, Brock Nelson, you have Pajot, you
Now
have Palmieri.
keep that in mind. Now look at those ages.
Now, look at what now?
Look at their ages. Besides the first two,
Yeah, there's, what is it? One, two, three. So hold on. One, two, three, four, like four guys who are like in their mid 30s. They're getting on the older side of it, and then it's like, oh, look at that. You have Cal Clutterbuck as well, who's 36. You have Matt Martin, who's fucking 35. I
those two
mean,
are free agents. They're free agents, so let's not count them. Let's count who's signed for this year right
okay.
now.
So signed for this year right now in
Right
their
now,
mid
signed
30s.
right now signed. What we have on the forwards is Barzy, Bo, Anders, Brock, JG, Palmieri, Engvall, Casey, Gauthier,
Gautier
Bastian.
and Pash. Yeah.
That's the forwards that we have signed. I'm
Yeah.
not even taking age in consideration there. That's just what we have signed on forwards. Now look at
Now,
our defensemen.
yeah.
Defensemen, we have Pollock, Pellick, Dobson, Romanov, and Bolduc. And then we have Sorokin and Varley. And Scott Mayfield.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. When you look at when you look at a goaltending with Sorokin and Varlamov, right? You think to yourself right off the bat, that is fucking like
Top three
chef's
in the
like,
league.
yeah, like top, like they should be in like the top 5 or top 10 goaltenders there, right?
Not
But
even not even top 10 goaltenders solo.
oh yeah, solo, yeah.
But as a tandem, they're top three when they're on point.
Yeah.
We saw it last year when Sorokin was on his fucking A game until the playoffs.
Mhm.
You could not get anything past him last year. Not this season, that passed the season before.
Like Sorokin in himself, like he's a fantastic fucking goalie. He is fucking insane as a goalie. And you have him, and like I said, you have him with with the combo with Varlamov. I mean, that's a fucking recipe right there for just like, that's a fucking winning duo there as far as the goaltending. But you can't, but honestly, when you look at like the supporting guys that's there as well, it's the supporting guys that need to make your goaltender look good. If I'm fucking Patrick Raw right now, or is that his first name? Patrick Raw?
The
Correct?
coach, yeah.
Okay.
Hall of Fame goalie, buddy. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. Patrick Raw, right there. Dun, dun, dun. Uh,
Now, you want to know what makes this whole offseason even worse before you even get into anything?
mhm.
I see it on your screen. I see it on mine. Look at that first column next to all the players' names.
Terms?
Yeah, look at who signed, right? And look at where those terms go to and what those terms are.
Jesus. I mean, but even then, like look at fucking, what is it? Horvat trade. You have, I mean, what is it? Pajot trade. Now, can they now here's the wild random question that I will ask you, right? If let's just say hypothetically Patrick Raw ends up trading any of these guys out of the Islanders, what do you think could be the future of the Islanders?
So it's funny you say that because before I get into that, what moves do you make for this team? Looking at how many free agents they have, with the amount of slots they need to fill, with that cap space that they have.
That's a good question. I I can't tell you. I can't tell you like off the bat, man. I just fucking can't. I mean, I I really don't know how to
So
answer it.
I have a piece of paper right here. 6.2 is what we have in cap space right now. That's how many people are leaving,
Mm-hmm.
right? You ready for what I would do if I'm Lou Lamoriello this offseason?
What?
Ready for this one? Take Andrews Lee. You buy him out for $1 million. You save $6 million a year. So let's add 6. We're at 12 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trade Brock. You trade Brock with second round pick you got from Chicago. If you want to throw in a 5th round pick as well, so you retain 0 salary, go for it, because that saves you another $6 million. Now we're at 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trade Pajot. Get rid of Pajot. Love Frenchie. Get rid of him. If you have to retain half, retain half. That's still 2.5 coming off the books, right? So now we're at 20.5 million in cap space. Looks a
By
lot
the
better.
way, really quick. Not didn't mean to cut you off, but it's 4-3 Dallas right now.
Who scored?
I forgot who the fuck scored.
He's got the Hattie.
He's got a Hattie.
What did I tell you guys in episode 1? Who was the person that had to show up this series for Dallas? Brian. Who was it?
The fucking guy that you mentioned. Uh,
Jason Robinson.
yeah,
Correct?
yeah.
And he's got a Hattie in game 3 here.
So then you know what that means? Hold on. We both have to do it together.
No, I'm not taking my hat off. I'm not taking my hat off. My hair's all fucked up right now. I didn't get a
Well,
haircut yet.
find another fucking hat if you have to.
All right, fine. I'll throw this one because I'm wearing an Islanders hat right now.
And there you go. And I'll throw this other Rangers hat. Really?
3,
1, 2,
2,
2.
3.
There you go. Fucking
But
Hattie right there.
yeah, I mean, Jason Robinson's a fucking animal. But so you buy out Andrews at $1 million. You save 6 right there. You're at 12. You trade Brock with the 2nd round pick and like a 5th
Mm-hmm.
round pick. You eat his salary. That's another $6 million right there. Yeah, another $6 million. You're at 18. You retain half of JG. You're at 20 and a half. Paul Mary, I love the guy, but he's 33 years old. You get rid of him for a late round pick, a 6th round pick. You're at that's another 5 off the book. You're at 25-5. Casey, I think Casey's a great player, but you get rid of him, and we are now at 28 million in cap space. You know what the Islanders have in cap space next offseason, Brian? Without these moves,
Without him, that would probably be like maybe 60, like a little bit over 60 million, probably, or not
they're at
even.
about 40. They're at about 40 million in cap space next year that they have to work with next offseason.
Yeah.
So you get rid of these moves right here, right? So we went from 6.2 to 28. It's
Mm-hmm.
a plus of 21.8 million. You're at 61.8 million in cap space for next year. That's only with the forwards. Now, if we want to get to fucking defensemen, are you ready for this one? Because I got a bunch of fucking bones to pick here. Let's start with Mr. Concussion himself, Adam Pelech. Go. Take him, and honestly, as much as I want Lou to keep the 1st round pick this year, take him and the 1st round pick to get his 5.75 million off the books with nothing retained. Because if you do that, 5.75. We're at 28. So now we're at 33 point. Let's just round up to 34. Making an even number on 34.
Okay.
Let's see. Trade, maybe even trade Pollock. Honestly, like Pollock's a great player, but he really doesn't do much. So if you trade Pollock,
What about Romanov or
he's still
or or
he's still fine.
or what is it? Boydich
Bolduc,
or Bolduc? Yeah.
he's fine. He's young. He could really come into his game still. But you trade Pollock at half retained. Let's round up and say you're getting rid of. Let's just say you're getting rid of $2 million off the books. So now you're at $36 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're up to 76 for next year. What you really need to do right now, in all honesty, take Kyle McLean and you sign Kyle McLean to a 3-year deal at $3 million a year, at $2.5 a year for 3 years. Then Ishakov, whatever his name is, you sign him to $2 million a year. You take Noah Dobson and you fucking sign him now before he has another breakout year like he did this year. You give him $6 million a year because we know that he's 24 years old. Brian, I know as a Rangers fan, you see how Dobson plays. He's a fantastic defenseman.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great defenseman. Sign him to $6 million a year. Then you take Romy and you sign Romy to 4 or 5 a year. Let's say 4.5 and go meet in the middle. So now we're at 10, 14. We're at 15 million.
Okay.
Right? So 36 minus 15, you're still at 21 and you still have 61 million to play with next offseason.
Yeah.
That's how this needs to be done this offseason. There is no need for you to be carrying Anders Lee for $7 million a year for this year and next year because he's your fucking captain. I don't give a shit. The guy can't do it anymore. Brock Nelson, going into his last year on his contract, he's going to walk. Get something for him. Pajot,
Mm-hmm.
Pajot's not as productive as he once was. He's fallen off a little bit. Paul Mary, yeah, he just scored 30 goals, but guess what? He's at $5 million a year. We have 13 holes we got to fill. Get the fuck rid of him.
Now here's a random question, right? With that cap space, would you like who if Patrick Wall like it's them bringing in somebody, right, to fill in like that cap space, like and like sign someone newer, like who do you think could be a good fit for the Islanders?
um,
That's a tricky question. Or
it's not
it's a tricky question to answer.
because there's two options here. You can go one by trade, one by free agency. You want the
Okay.
trade first, and what a package would look like for a trade?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for this one? You take Brock. You take Wallstrom. Well, you take Wallstrom's rights. You take a first round pick. No. We'll give him a fourth round pick. And then I'll even give him the option of Gauthier or Bolduc. You ready?
Okay.
For Ellers from Winnipeg.
Ooh. Ooh.
You want to solidify something right there? That's a package that you can get you Ellers. You want free agency, Brian? You go and give Jake DeBrusk whatever the fuck he wants for that first line with him, Barzy, and Bo.
Wouldn't be a bad deal. Wouldn't be a bad deal at all.
I'm seeing all these rumors of Mitch Marner coming to the island. I'm ready to fucking shoot myself. I don't want Mitch Marner. Fuck do I want him for? I don't need somebody else who's on an expiring contract on this team right now.
Mm-hmm.
You want a move that I really want to do? You ready for this one? There's reports of a player who will not make their team out of camp this year. And it's a former first-round pick. Right behind me. He's on this team right here.
Oh, what the fuck is his name? Fuck, I know which player it is, but I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Like I can't think of his name off the top of my fucking head.
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. He was drafted by Vegas.
I like I said, I know his fucking like I just can't fucking think of his name.
I'll write it down for you. I'll show you.
Mm, I'm so fucking pissed at myself that I can't remember his fucking name, dude. Fuck.
You ready for the name?
Yeah.
Bring him to the fucking island. There's rumors he's not making it out. I'm going to see if I can pull this up. You ready for this one? And I'll
Yeah.
send you the link to pull it up. I'll send you the link to pull it up.
Shit. Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
So here you go. I'm going to send this to you. Cody Glass and Phil Tomasino might not be making it onto the Nashville Predators roster at camp this year.
No shit.
Do me a favor. Lou Lamoriello, if you want to fucking make a move and bring anybody in, fucking bring him in. Please. He would thrive. He would fucking thrive on the island under Patrick Waugh. I'm not even going to debate that with anybody. He would thrive.
He can make a bigger name for himself.
You throw him on the second line center on a revamped team, and you give him a supporting cast of fucking of McLean and Ishikov, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
He's not producing in Nashville because he, hate to say it, but I don't think he wants to. He's a good kid. I met him a couple times. He's a great kid. Love the kid. But it just doesn't seem like he wants to produce here. And if you put him on the island with Patrick Waugh as his coach, pressure turns anything into a diamond, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Patrick Waugh will put pressure on him like no tomorrow. Look at what,
That is a fact.
and in all honesty, I'm pretty sure I told you this too, Brian, not too long ago. I didn't want the Islanders making the playoffs this year. Lou Lamoriello was going to get too complacent if the Islanders made the playoffs. He's going to want to add to this fucking team. We don't have the cap space to add to it. I'm looking at these free agents right now. Are you ready for the top 5 free agents and their ages?
What?
Steven Stamkos, 35 years old.
Okay.
Sam Reinhart, 28, but he's going back to Florida.
Yeah.
Matt Murray.
Reinhard at this point, he's definitely made a name for himself there in Florida. I don't think he's gonna like fucking leave Florida.
No, but then you got Matt Murray at 30, but we don't need another fucking goalie.
Yeah.
You have Gensel at 29. I don't see him going back to Carolina, but I don't see him coming to the island.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Tyler Myers at 34 years old. That's your top 5.
Jesus. I mean, but you said Gensel was on the list, right?
Yeah, he's at 4. He's somebody I could see going somewhere else. Like
Gensel, I think he could probably be a good fit, maybe. And I'm just spitballing shit out of my asshole here. He could probably be a good fit for maybe Vegas, maybe.
With what fucking cap space?
Yeah, that's true. Or maybe the team right behind you, Nashville.
No, that's another episode that we'll get into, and I got some moves on that one. But
Oh God.
I think if you want me to be honest with you, I'll spoil a little something. You ready for this one? I sent you this in the group. I sent you this in our podcast group chat not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull this up to you right now. I have a strong feeling that on draft night you're gonna see a trade.
Mm.
And I'll spoil a further episode here. But are you ready for this trade, Brian?
Oh.
UC Soros,
Okay.
Bill Thomas, first round pick, Kiefer Sherwood, and Luke Evangelista to Toronto for Mitch Marner.
Okay.
I could see that happening very easily. And would you like to know why I could see that happening very easily?
By all
Barry
means.
Trotz wants to fucking win. Barry Trotz is fucking in it to win it. He's not going to sit here and say, "Oh, we made the playoffs. Cool." No, you fucking lost to Vancouver, Barry. Pick it up. We know you can. You're a fantastic coach. Would you say he's a Hall of Fame coach, Brian?
He's on the cusp of being a Hall of Fame coach. He's on the cusp of it.
He's not a coach no more. He's a GM down in Nashville.
Yeesh. Mm.
He wants to win.
But
This is where he brought in the Preds organization. I'm pretty sure he was the first coach for the Preds. He wants to bring a cup to Nashville.
hmm.
And with the core of, I mean, it's a little bit of an older core, but now you have Brian O'Reilly, you have Luke Shen, you got Philip Forsberg, Roman Yossi, and the kid fucking Askarov in the AHL, who's supposedly the next Patrick Waugh.
Hmm.
You got Beauvillier, who somehow turned into a great player again for Nashville.
Bro,
You know what?
Bavilier is fucking, in my opinion, he's underrated as fuck. Very
Well,
underrated.
I'm gonna pull this up. It's a little bit of a spoiler, but let's look at this roster. You ready? You got Forsberg, Ryan O'Reilly, Tommy Novak. Fuck you, Colton Sissons. You can go fuck yourself. Um, Roman Yossi, Luke Shen, Dante Fabro. I mean, it's a very, very, very solid team. Very,
Yeah.
very solid.
You know what else is very solid?
What
In the next, what is it, 20 minutes, my fucking Twitter account is gonna be unlocked. So let's
is it?
fucking go. Yep. So
It's about time.
I'm hoping by like 11:30, my fucking Twitter account will be unlocked and I can fucking. And you know what? I'm gonna use my other Twitter account for fucking shit posts. So.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Everybody's gotta have a burner account, buddy.
Yeah, but that other fucking Twitter account that I have, I'm gonna just use that to troll the fuck out of people and just keep my fucking main account like just out of fucking trolling business, you know? I need to just stop fucking trolling with my main account. And
You
yeah.
don't want to end up like me.
Yeah.
I've had four accounts in the span of a week that are shadow banned. You
Jesus.
can't see that I follow you. You can't see my tweets. You can't see that I retweet or anything. I can't quote tweet, nothing on four accounts.
Bro, when I fucking and I shit you not, when I saw that it was like locked and all that stuff that and it was just like, oh, you can't like anything, you can't do like any DMs or anything like that. I was like, well then what the fuck am I supposed to do, bro?
Did they have you delete the tweet?
Yeah, they had me delete like fucking tweets like left and fucking right, and I was like, motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, that's what happens when you fuck with those little inbred idiots that are Carolina Hurricanes fans.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I can't. They're a cancer. They're a cancer that we can't get rid of. And you know what's gonna be so funny?
What?
You know what's gonna be funny, Brian? When you have that team who has Teravainen, Skeggy, whatever the fuck his name is, Gensel, right? And I'm pretty sure there's a couple others. I think there was a list in the big group chat the other day of, I think it was like 14 or 15 people who are free agents this offseason,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody's gonna want to go there. And then they're back to cellar dwellers, and then they have to move the team to Arizona.
Or
Get ready to go.
don't you mean Utah?
No, no, no. They're gonna go to Arizona. Have fun learning Arizona. Have fun learning how to speak in fucking Arizona. Learn that fucking language. I hope you dry up in the fucking desert.
Holy shit. Okay. Okay.
You know what? They'll be playing hockey on ice, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because that ice is going to turn to fucking nothing because it's so hot there. I can't wait for that team to just dissolve. I can't wait. That team is done. That franchise is
Sweetie.
done.
Dude, August in fucking Phoenix, Arizona is the worst fucking time ever to go. And believe me, I've been there in August before in fucking Phoenix. You can literally fry fucking eggs. You can be able to cook anything on the fucking sidewalk and it'll be done like that.
You know how much trouble we're going to get into with this podcast with a certain person? Talking
Put
about
it
Arizona.
to dry heat. Put it to dry heat. Fuck off.
What did you tell?
Look, living here in Phoenix, living here in Arizona is not that bad. It's not that hot. It's not that hot. It's fucking terrible, bro. Imagine going to fucking Vegas during the summer. You're gonna be sweating your fucking balls off because you're in the middle of the fucking desert.
You know what I find funny? A certain person is going to listen to this episode and get to this point, and our phones are going to get blown up.
Oh no, oh no, that certain person is just gonna be like, the fuck did you just say? You know who you are.
You know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know exactly who the fuck you are.
Mm-hmm.
You're the same person that decided to throw fucking popcorners in the garbage and peanuts M&Ms. Put nacho cheese Doritos below Cool Ranch.
Okay, so you know what? I have an answer about that, about
Mm-hmm.
the Doritos and all stuff. I put nacho cheese over Cool Ranch, but now, but
Purple
now
bag goes above all. Purple bag goes above all.
the sweet chili ones,
Spicy sweet chili. Fuck yeah.
S tier, S tier all day, S tier all day.
You know what else is S tier? You ready? Entertain them. I will be back in 3 seconds.
Oh shit. He's gonna probably pull off like a fucking bag of like peanut M&Ms, just like I did earlier. Um, I did pull out a bag of peanut M&Ms. Jesus Christ. Which, by the way, let me actually see how much time I have left until my fucking Twitter account. Oh my God, we have 5 more minutes, Joe. We have 5 more minutes. 5 more fucking minutes. I'm fucking excited.
All
Five
right,
more
I'm back.
minutes. Huh? You're back?
I'm back.
All
Would
right,
you like
so
to see? Would you like to see number one that trumps everything?
is it the pretzel shit that you got from fucking Costco? Because that's all. That's another one that's fucking S tier.
That's upstairs. But you ready for number one?
What?
Number one goes to Cheez-Its every day of the week. Are you ready for number two? You ready for number two?
Feed it to me.
Goldfish are number two.
I had this comment in my head that I was just thinking about, but I don't know if I should say it out loud.
You can edit it out if it needs to be.
You know you're a fat ass when you have fucking snacks like literally on the other side of you. On the other side of your fucking desk.
Ready? Are you ready for number three?
What? Oh God.
Pirate's Booty is number three.
I don't. I don't. Do we have those here in New York?
Yes, you do, because I used to eat them in school all the time.
Mm.
Go to
But
Stop.
not like at a fucking Stop and Shop, right?
Mhm. I
Yeah.
used to work at Stop Shop. Mhm.
God damn.
Irish foodie is amazing. It's eating like you ever have the Smart Food white cheddar popcorn?
Yeah.
It's like eating like a puffy Cheeto version of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You son of a bitch.
That's 1, 2, and 3.
Mm.
That face you gave me with cheese, it's showing me that you don't like cheese its and I'm ready to beat the shit out of you.
I don't hate it, but it wouldn't be my first option to eat. If it is
Oh,
around, if it is around, I will definitely just I'll snag a bag. I'll get a bag and all stuff, and I'll fucking eat some Cheez-Its. If it's the only,
what's
if it's,
number one?
mm, ooh. Number one would have to be. You may probably hate me for this. I mean, yeah, you may probably hate me for this, but veggie straws.
Veggie straws are elite.
Yeah, that would be my number one. Number
Veggie
two,
straws are fucking elite. Elite. Those are fucking elite.
number two would be fucking red bag chips. It's like the not the kettle ones, but it's like regular. It's like regular shit. Fuck, what's the name of it? What's the name of it? Red bag chips. Fuck, what's the name of it? God damn, I'll find it. I'll find it later on. I'll find it later on. But number three,
What kind of chips
it
is it?
it's like regular chips. Like Lay's and all that stuff, but it's not really Lay's at the same time. Um uh it's like that fucking like oval shaped one or whatever, not or uh fuck, what's in see my brain today is just not fucking working. I don't know what now I'm actually looking it up. Munchos! Fucking Munchos.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's respectable.
Munchos.
Fucking what the fuck is oval in that bag?
The fucking chips look fucking oval to me, man.
You have Doritos, Sun Chips, Cheetos, and pretzels. What the fuck is oval? It's a
They
bag.
look fucking oval to me, like fucking like fucking circle shit like that. What the fuck?
So Brian, you know how people are colorblind?
Yeah, I am partially colorblind to like
Are you
certain colors.
are you shape blind? Like you can't tell the shape of what something is?
It's
True question. What shape is this?
a fucking rectangle.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure you understood what that was.
Jesus Christ. And then
What's number
and
three?
then and then my number three is Munchies. So you have Munchos number two, Munchies number three.
We're gonna do a couple tier lists on Wednesday. Which ones do you want to do? I'm thinking we start. We'll kind of spoil it a little bit, but I think we'll start with NHL fan base tier list.
Ah, we should definitely start it off with that because it's a hockey podcast. Yes, so we should start off with that, and then we'll go into some shits and get. We'll definitely go into a lot of shits and giggles. We'll
We'll do
definitely
like a '90s cartoon one.
we'll definitely do cartoon as well. I mean, definitely we're gonna need Emily's take on it because I mean she's probably watched a lot of them.
Well, no, wait. Emily might not be able to get in.
On Wednesday?
Yeah, she just said that she's flying back in Wednesday night.
Oh shit, Wednesday night. Fuck.
We could
Hmm.
always run a couple of these live streams with the tier list.
Or if anything, what we can do is we can hold off on like the cartoon one. We can definitely do the chip. We can definitely do the chips one again.
I'm not doing that one because I'm gonna wind up fucking fighting people through the fucking screen again.
Oh lordy, we'll figure it out. We'll play it out by ear, guys. All right. So, all right. So just to close this up really quick, guys.
Wait,
Prediction.
before we do that, it's
Mhm.
5-3 Dallas that they just won, by the way.
Yep. And they took the
So
shit.
Dallas is up. Dallas is up 2-1.
Okay. And then we have game 4 on Wednesday. So that'll
Great
be
score on
no
Wednesday, or is it for
no.
tomorrow?
So Rangers is on Tuesday the 28th, and then game 4 for Edmonton and Dallas is on the 29th, which
Well,
is
listen,
Wednesday.
and the NHL fucked up their scheduling a lot with these playoffs, so I honestly don't know anymore.
Yeah, I
You had round two. You had round two starting with round one going on. You got number one seeds in conferences spending more time away than they are at home. Uh, it's been a shit show the whole playoffs.
yep, it
Gary
has.
Bettman, Gary Bettman, you gotta go. You gotta go. The door's right there. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck. Don't let it hit you on your ass on the way out.
Well, please let it hit you on the ass. Please. Just
No,
like
because
not even a fucking love tap. Just like a big old fucking like "Paka!" So that way you ask it so that way you can just fucking like just go wee out the fucking door.
I'll say this right now, Brian, and you can tell me if you want to edit it out. Don't let the door hit you on the ass because I hope when you fucking leave Gary Bettman, you get hit by a car.
Definitely get it out.
I might not because you're ready for the reason why? Because you now have the WNBA outpacing, outselling, and outmarketing the NHL.
Oh yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
And
Because
that
of
also Gary Bettman.
yep. Yep.
So if you're being outpaced, don't get me wrong, I love the WPHL, whatever the fuck it's called again. I forgot. I honestly forgot.
The
But
WNBA.
no. The PWHL, sorry. PWHL.
Oh, PWHL. Okay.
Love the PWHL. It's fantastic. But if you have women's basketball out marketing you and outpacing you when that league has been negative for 25 years, Gary Bettman, get your fucking shit together, buddy. Come on. This is a
Hmm.
professional league here. This is a professional league. This is the National Hockey League. You're watched. You're beloved all over the world. Get your shit together. You're being outmarketed by fucking WNBA.
Yep.
Get your
And
shit together.
with that being said, we are going to close it off for the night. Jason, Jason, God damn it. Rewind, 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 rewind. As we close it out, guys, Joe, Nashville Predator fan and Islanders fan, combo of the two.
We will
I
see
will.
you guys tomorrow night.
We will see you guys tomorrow night. So once this podcast airs, which is going to be on Tuesday the 28th, we will see you guys tomorrow on youtube.com/the Blue Line Podcast. We will do a very fun live stream for you guys. Hang out with us and we can grow a community together and we can all hopefully be a bunch of friends. But for the love of God, the only thing that I will say
No
is
Carolina Hurricanes fans. You can just fucking leave now before you even think about joining.
I was gonna say something else, but um, the only thing that I will say is hockey community is supposed to be all about peace, love, unity, respect. Show plur everywhere you go. Doesn't matter who it is. You have to show peace, love, unity, respect to everyone who you fucking speak to. And if you're gonna be if you're gonna be disrespectful to anyone, then shut your damn mouth and just go cry in a corner. Go touch some grass, or better yet, go grab some grass. Find some little paper, roll it up, spark that bitch up, and just chill the fuck out for the rest of the night.
Go feel the touch of a woman. And for the love of God, I'm begging you, it's been 23 fucking years. Enough with the 9/11 memes. Enough. You're an American
Seriously.
citizen. You're an American citizen living on American soil. It's fucking Memorial Day. I'm saying this on Memorial Day. You're an American citizen living on American soil, and you're making fun of 9/11, the biggest terrorist attack on American soil. And if you have the balls to laugh at it, or make fun of it, or make these fucking memes, God help you, because you're a fucking loser. Right or wrong?
You're absolutely right.
It's disgusting. It's despicable. It's deplorable. Find a new hobby. Do not be a fan of any hockey team if you're going to be like that. Go watch fucking cricket. Go watch shuffleboarding. What's the shit in the Olympics, Brian, where they take the fucking thing and they slide it on the ice with the fucking brooms? You know what I'm talking about? Go be a fan of that. Go be a fan of fucking of Olympic swimming. Don't be a hockey fan. We don't want you. Your own fan base doesn't want you. You make your fan base look bad. Stop with that shit.
All right,
Curling. That's what it's called.
there you go. All right, I'm Brian. That's Joe. From all of us here on Blue Line Podcast, we all love you. Peace, love, unity, respect. We'll see you. We'll see you guys for the live stream. Take care, guys.